How you doing, everybody? It's me, Max Farrow from DexFXMarkets.com, and in this video, we're going to show you and talk to you about statement levels, okay, over at Nadex, and market price over at Nadex. Now, as most of you know, that we are committing to having you in the very beginning deal with a 1-hour trade system with the market value of 35.65. Now, what does that mean, 35.65? Well, let's jump over to Nadex. We're going to be utilizing this price value. Now, you know what the hilt box is. You know what the medium level risk is. There's the medium line right there. And you can look over to the right. You can see that that medium line is set to 77.15 on this Audi JPY at this particular hour. Okay, now we're going to be using a statement over on Nadex, of course. So here we are over on Nadex, and we're going to go to the Forex button. And we're going to go down to we're going to find the Audi JPY. It should be alphabetical, so it's up here. Now, when you get there, because it's 11 o'clock, my time right now, there's no 11 o'clock expiry. I'm going to refresh because we're going from 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock. Well, there's no, it goes for every 2 hours, so it's 10 to 12 and 11 to 1. Which one do? I can't do the 11 to 1 because the expiry is 12, so where's the expiry at? That's what we always look at. We don't look at the beginning part of it. We look at the end. So you don't go from 11. You're looking for something that ends with the 1 hour from the time that you start. So if mine is from 8 o'clock, I'm looking for a 9 o'clock expiry. Since we're at 11 o'clock, we're looking for a 12 p.m. expiry right there. Now, it's going to bring up a whole bunch of information here. So do you remember what the price was? Remember, this is a tough one, right? 77.15. 77.14. You can pull in and kind of get it a little tighter, and you can look at that number. My box is in the way. Get out of the way, box. Okay, 77.15. And it's a buy. So remember that, 77.15, and it's a buy. Now, the left side is the sell side. The right side is the buy side. This statement means that it should be greater than, at 12 o'clock, that it should be greater than 77.15. But Max, there's no 77.15. It's only 77.18 and 77.13. What do I do? There's nothing in between. I can't trade. No. Here's what we do. When you are on a buy, and this 77.15 is right there, we always go on a buy to the closest statement lower. On a sell, we would go to the closest statement higher. Okay, so that's what we're going to do here. On the Nadex platform, 77.15, the next one lower is 77.13. All right, so we're going to go to the buy side. We're going to click that buy side and look what happens. As soon as we click that buy side, all this complicated stuff comes up. But what we're looking for is right over here. Now, two things. One, you have to make sure that this says limit GTC in it, not market value. That's just going to put you straight in the market no matter what the price is. Okay? So the statement prices, just before I push this button, the statement prices are pretty important, right? Remember, on a buy, you go one lower, and on a sell, you go one higher. Okay? Now, that's the statement price. Let's look at what market price is. This is what the price is of the market value now, not the indicative price. This is where the price goes up a little bit, is a little higher than what it is on Spot Forex. This chart is Spot Forex pricing, and you can see it's sitting at 77.20. Over at Nadex, it's sitting at 77.20. So it's pretty close to what is happening here. Sometimes it's a little higher, sometimes it's a little lower. Now, the cool thing is that this statement price, or the statement price where it's been validated at, and the current indicative price do affect what this price is, usually by the market makers or another trader. Okay, somebody makes a special offer for it, but let's just pretend that it's all just market maker stuff, right? These are companies that buy contracts and go into trades against you. All right, so the price has to always devote of 100, right? So if I take a position to say I want to trade at $50, I'm going to be risking $50 to make $50. Well, that's not so much the case here, right? So if we have our limit GTC good to close, okay, which means the expiry, what do I want my price to be? Well, just like there's two sides to the trade, a buy side and a sell side. If you're on the buy side, we're using a 35.65. And what does that mean? Let me go back in here, and I'm going to put 60. Try it again. 65. Okay, I'm going to have my contract size as 1. Now, it'll tell you right here, what is the max loss? The risk is 65. What is the max profit? The max profit's 35. Remember, that has to equal at least 100 points, right? So $100. Now, we do this because we know that the price will come back down some. We're hoping that the price will come back down and continue to go on. So I'm going to go ahead and put that working order on this Audi JPY. Now, once I do that, it's going to put down here under orders this Audi JPY, but I have it set at $65. If the price happens to come down or somebody wants to buy and go against me in this trade, right, this bet, if you will, that the price will be higher than 77.13, they would have to say that the price would be lower at that point. And as it gets closer, they may be tempted to get into that bet with me, all right? But for right now, this is how we do it. If we're looking for a sell, let's see if we can find a sell trade that's on right now. No trade there. No trade there. No trade there. Oh, that's another buy trade. But again, what would we do with this one? Great Britain pound, USD. We're coming back down to the medium risk. I'm looking at 1.3345. Now, sometimes you may need to write those numbers down. We're going down to the Great Britain pound USD. We look for the 12 o'clock expiry. And again, I forgot what it was already. 3345. I don't look at the 1. 3345. Well, there's 48. Well, Max, that's only 3 pips. I know. So you got to come down to the closest one. That's the 3338. Okay? And that may be a pain in the butt sometimes, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click that 3338. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to hit 65 again. Now, see, it did the same thing. Now, if I were to put 35 in there, it'd be kind of weird, right? That's, you know, it's an out of the money trade. So if it happens to be breaking, then that might be something. We'll talk about those in later videos. So I'm going to go ahead and place that order. And there we go. I have 2 orders on, each with 1 contract. And if it comes down to the market price being purchased, I have for $65. If the current price gets down to that point, it'll buy my trade and put it into positions. Okay? But let's keep going back and we'll look at a sell trade. See if we can find a sell trade. USD CHF, no. USD CAD, no. There it is. Euro Great Britain pound. Now, normally I wouldn't put this many contracts on, but I'm in demo and I'm showing you guys what's going on. There is the medium risk at 9083. We come back over. We find the Euro Great Britain pound, which is right there at 12. And again, what did I do? I forgot it. I'm such a scattered brain. It's not even funny. 9083. 9083. 9081. Now, remember, with a sell, you have to go higher. With a buy, you have to go lower. So that works out perfect for us. $20 because I'm hitting on the left side. I now want to put on this side 35, right? Because I'm risking, still risking my 65, but on when we do a sell, you have to put in what you're willing to earn, right? So $35. And got 1 contract. Check twice. Make sure you got the right level. Okay. 906. Well, that's the indicative price where it's at right now. 68. 9081 at 12 p.m. $35. Place order. Now, if you notice yourself making a mistake, don't just ride it. Let it get out. Get out as fast as possible. Now I have 3 systems on, 3 trades on, each with 1 contract, which says that I have 3 contracts on the board. Okay. Now, if that price happens to hit, get picked up, it will put it into positions, and then you'll be in the game whether or not you win or lose. There is no draw. Okay. Now, the statement price, one last thing about statement price, if the price ends on a buy 77.13 exactly and has a 0 at the end, you lose. That's right, because it has to be greater than 77.13. So it needs to be 77.131 or higher. If you're in a sell and it goes to 90810, you may think that you have lost, but you actually won. okay, because it has to be greater than for you to lose. But if it goes to 9081.1 or 1 after that, then you lose. All right, so keep that in mind as you're going through, what your wins and losses are at that point. I hope this finds you well. That's the deal with the 3565 for now. I will be talking about the different variances of 3565 and 4555 and the 3 levels of statement or 3 levels of risk that we'll talk about. That'll be in a comprehensive video within the next lessons that'll be coming up. Okay, but this I just wanted to give you a clear how to get over and how to get those bought and what levels and statements to go with. I'm Max Farrell. This is DexFXMarkets.com. I hope this finds you all well. We'll see you inside, and as always, trade well.